A lot of people say that it's basically impossible to learn a new language in such a short time, but I am living proof that it is indeed possible. So, in this video, I just wanted to share with you what I did exactly and what helped me the most, so you can just basically copy me if you're learning Italian or any other language. But first off, I have to be very honest with you. I studied like a lot, on average 4 to 5 hours a day. Every spare moment I had, I was either practicing or studying. And what really made the difference for me is that I didn't wait till the moment I felt ready to start speaking and practicing. From day one, even if all I knew was ciao bella, I just used it. So why Italian, you may ask? It's not like I woke up one morning thinking, oh, let's learn some Italian. No. When it comes down to learning languages, you really need to have a real reason why you're doing that, because it's your motivation, it's your key to success. You need something strong to keep you going. Like, I once tried learning Spanish just because I loved Ozuna's songs. I was very into them. And yeah, I lasted like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then I quit because I just couldn't see how Spanish would be useful for me. Italian, though, was different. In 2018, I was in China for an exchange program, and I met this guy. I met this Italian guy, and we always spoke English to each other. We mostly do, by the way, just because we are used to it, even though, not to tune my own horn, but I speak Italian quite well. So after 6 months of dating, he invites me to his sister's wedding in Italy. And oh my God, the only thing I could say back then was buonasera. And the trip was rough. The trip was really difficult. I couldn't understand a word. And he had to translate every single thing to me. I felt so left out. I felt out of place, but I really wanted to be part of the group. I really wanted to understand their culture, understand the jokes, build good relationship with his family and friends. So on my trip back, I was like, nope. Next time, I'm gonna speak Italian. I'm gonna surprise everyone. So when I returned home, I started studying so hard. I went all in. So next time I'm in Italy, I could hold a conversation. I could introduce myself properly. I could take part in everything instead of just standing on the sidelines. You already feel the difference in motivation, right? So what did I do and how did I manage in just over 8 months to reach a good level of Italian and surprise everyone when I came back to Italy the second time? Actually, it's as simple as that. I studied a lot, 5 hours a day, whenever I could. I was still at uni, and instead of paying attention in lectures on international studies or customs regulations, I was secretly doing Italian grammar exercises in the back row. There was this book called Learn Italian by Yourself Step by Step, something like that, that my bestie had gifted me. And I was so obsessed with that. I completed it from cover to cover, literally. And I was just being very curious about everything and eager to express myself, to be able to talk as soon as possible. And I literally absorbed everything like a sponge. But the real key is that I didn't just study. I actually used what I studied. Like, if I learned a new phrase or a new grammar rule, I would make up sentences about myself, about my life right away in order to incorporate those new things I just learned. And I'd talk to myself in Italian, I know sounds crazy, about my day, about the groceries I bought. I'd make voice notes to my now husband, trying out those new phrases. Like, I basically forced myself to practice nonstop. And then music. Probably this is one of the most enjoyable ways of learning a language, and for me, actually, it's one of the most effective ones. So, from day one, I made this Italian playlist with all the artists I liked back then, like Sfera e Basta, Annalisa, Fedez, Salmo, tanti altri, lots of others. At first, it was just noise. I couldn't even tell where one word ended and another started. Like it was just total chaos. But then, little by little, it started making sense. First, I recognized separate words, then whole expressions, and then I was memorizing the lyrics and even singing along to them. I also started watching Italian YouTubers. My favorites were Call Me Didi and Learn Italian with Lucrezia. I think it was called like this, but I'm gonna double check. And again, I didn't just watch them. It's never just. I repeated after them. I tried to copy their accent. I even remember writing down expressions and slang words that I liked, and then trying to use them whenever I could. Same with Instagram. I followed Italian bloggers, I read their posts, I read the comments to their posts. I was fully immersed into the language, and I basically created my own little Italy without leaving home. But honestly, the biggest thing wasn't music or YouTube or not even grammar books. It was my curiosity. When I came back to Italy, I literally bombarded everyone with questions like, what's that called? What's this? What did you just say? Can you repeat that again? And people were just so sweet and kind, explaining everything to me and correcting me. Nobody ever judged me. So that's why I always tell everyone, don't be afraid to ask questions, to clarify things. No one will judge you for this. Like, at least I never found myself in a situation like that. I actually think that people enjoy seeing your interest in their culture and language. Like, why would they judge you for that? So don't be afraid of making mistakes. We all mess up, even when we speak our native languages. So it's okay. By the time I went back, I could finally have real conversations. I didn't feel like an outsider anymore. I actually felt like part of the family, and this is one of the best feelings ever. So, yeah, that's my story. Thank you so much for watching it and for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna link in the description two platforms that I used on a daily basis. One's for vocabulary boost and others for grammar. When I used them, they were free. I don't know about now, but they were. Highly recommended, helped me a bunch. And what about you? What's been the most difficult part for you in learning a language? Share it with us in the comment section. If this was helpful, give it a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what would you like to know about life in Italy. I'll make videos about that too. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in another video. Ciao, bye!